Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the BAM Sports Show. It is Friday, July 15th. I am in a cabin in the woods, coming at you a little bit late tonight, but excited to see you. Boys, how
It's
are you?
only 12 minutes late.
Hey, late is late, okay?
Sorry, I
I'm a
was
15
working
minutes early guy.
was working on a
We owe it to
house.
our fans to be on time and punctual.
Our
We do.
fans
So as you guys can see, I'm joined
can
tonight
suck it.
by Ryan, Loudmouth
Yes.
Ryan, and that dude down in Jacksonville, the newest, hopefully, voice of the Sharks, Rick Horney.
What's going on, guys?
How are you,
I
my
thought
guy?
you called him a nudist for a second.
Nudist.
mean-
I was like, that's something I just learned.
Nudist for the Jacksonville Sharks of the National Arena League.
I was
So
gonna
I'll be
say,
the first in
so
the league ever to be a nudist. Official league nudist.
Which team do you think would be the worst? Let's go in NFL team to be the official nudist. Have to be Buffalo, right?
yeah,
Well-
because those fools are out there without on in like 70 degree or like 7 degree weather.
7 degree, yeah. And you
Yeah.
know some motherfucker is gonna come and choke slam the naked dude through a table, and you're gonna be picking splinters out of your butt.
Nah,
Yeah.
by that point they'll be too drunk to notice.
That's
They'll be
true.
all right until the next morning.
I think it's Buffalo. I don't know who you. I mean, if,
I
if there's
mean-
a if there's a team that I'm not thinking of, who would it be?
The Texans.
Just showing up naked and nude every time.
just
I
just
mean-
because of the implications.
Oh, that's funny.
A certain recent, and I guess for that matter, the Browns.
Yeah,
Well.
you definitely don't want to be there.
Yeah, I would not want to be a nudist on that roster.
Official
So-
team nudist is like a new thing I want to happen.
So we got super off topic there, but Rick, for our fans and our listeners, tell us a little bit about your opportunity. I haven't posted about it because I feel like that's your excitement. I don't want to take it, so tell us, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of touched on this the last time I was on the show last Friday or Saturday, whichever it was. But so I'm actually getting an opportunity to shadow the Jacksonville Sharks broadcast team. Those of you who do not know who the Jacksonville Sharks are, they are Jacksonville's arena football team in the National Arena League. It consists of some teams on the East Coast that play arena football. I actually got to go to a game shortly after we moved here through VetTick, so I'm actually active duty Navy. There's a website that you can sometimes have tickets donated to you through this website called VetTick. So my wife and I went to a game. I absolutely loved it. It was an awesome time. You know, I keep gawking about just how pleasantly surprised I've been with the Jacksonville sports scene so far. So
Not their
I
social
saw
media scene though, because they have not voted.
We need to
But,
get some Jacksonville fans.
yeah, I'm telling you.
See
But I know-
SEO, get some Jacksonville people.
But no, so the Sharks had posted on their Facebook page that they were looking for interns, especially like college students and stuff like that. And some of the opportunities they had seemed pretty cool. It seemed like it was mostly like, street team type stuff and event staff type stuff. Which seemed cool, but obviously whenever I'm done with the Navy, sports broadcasting is kind of the direction that I want to go long term. So they had like listed the person, I believe it was like their vice president, to email and whatnot. So I shot the guy an email, let him know, hey, I see that you're bringing on interns. I would love an opportunity if you're able and willing, just to kind of shadow your broadcasting team. I'm not looking for any compensation, just really just trying to widen my perspective and, kind of get some exposure. And so then after that, I had commented on that post that they made on Facebook, tagged them in it. Then like they stream all of their games on YouTube. And so during one of their live streams, I'd kind of commented on there saying, hey, I emailed you guys, would love to shadow the broadcasting team. And about a week later, their multimedia director emailed me and just said, hey, we would love to have you. This is super great for us because the game I'm actually going to be with them next Saturday on the 23rd is Military Appreciation Night there at the stadium. So it's kind of good optics for them. You'll have an active duty service member on with them. They'll bring me on like during the halftime show, just kind of add my touch, if you will, just
Yeah.
being active duty to talk about my time in the Navy And then if things go well, who knows? Hopefully, I might even be able to get to provide some in-game commentary during the second half. We'll see what happens.
That'd be awesome. And I mean, I already told you how they have to introduce you, so it's fine.
That man down in
the dude
Jacksonville.
down in
But I mean,
Jacksonville.
they are all dudes down in Jacksonville.
But they're not all named Rick Horny.
Yeah, fair.
That does sound like a really Florida name.
It's cool though because like they said that if things go well, that he more or less put it, and I'm paraphrasing here, but they're kind of passively looking for more broadcast talent, if you will, and so if things go well, it could potentially turn into a kind of a reoccurring role for me. So it should be fun.
I think once they hear your voice, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's the voice of an angel." So I think
sweet baby angel voice.
The problem is the actual broadcast team will be fired before the end of the game as soon as you talk.
No, we'll see. We'll see. I've watched a few of their games on YouTube. Their broadcast team seems like they do a pretty good job. So
yeah, I watched the most recent game. Like I flipped through it, and it was definitely a good broadcast.
Yeah.
Like they really do a good job on it.
Yeah,
Really?
for sure.
Now the local commercials are hilariously bad, and I used to make local commercials.
That's funny. That's funny. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check it out on the drive home from Iowa.
Yeah, they do some pretty good work, both with the, not only just like the commentary, but like
Yeah.
all aspects of the broadcast team, with the cameras and everything, and just the different angles that
Yeah,
they
it
take
didn't-
like shots inside the stadium. They do a pretty good job.
It didn't feel like a subpar product. It felt like I could actually watch it on television.
Right.
Really?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Because if I remember correctly, that's why you said you struggled to watch the USFL, right? Because it felt like a
The
lesser...
USFL was terrible. I
Yeah,
mean, outside of
I didn't.
Birmingham games.
I did not like no fans in the stands.
Sure.
When, I hated seeing the same stadium over and over, but
At
I
least-
just never thought that it felt super watered down.
Yeah.
And then that drone camera, I hated it.
Do we know if USFL has come out and said that they're doing one state, like a host city again next year, or are they traveling, or is that still all up in the air? Anybody know?
I don't know
I think-
yet.
I think that they had said that they didn't really address it specifically, but they said that they were definitely looking at, a few different avenues to kind of spice it up next year, possible expansion. I'm sure they have to look at, breaking outside the proverbial bubble.
Well, I thought I
Alright,
read.
so-
I thought I read an article that said they were looking at expanding to like 4 cities.
USFL will return for second season, will play in multiple hub cities with no expansion in 2023.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's still going to be 8 teams, but they're going to move around a little bit.
That's good. I think
Gotcha.
that'll. I mean,
The league will start the week after the Masters end July 4th weekend.
No, it will end after like the second week of the XFL.
Yes.
well, hold on. When is
XFL coming.
I,
Next
no,
2023.
I
Yep.
know that but I thought XFL was kickoff the week after the Super Bowl.
It is.
Okay.
When is the Masters?
It's in April.
So XFL
Okay.
will be. So USFL is not trying to do anything until after XFL.
No, they're going to compete at some point. There will be crossover games.
How many weeks?
So
By then, I'm sure if they're going right after the Super Bowl, then I'm sure they're going to be towards the tail end of the season there. For them.
That's what I'm saying. And is
Um,
there a s-
I'm
is
going
there
to
a
look up
start
and see
date?
if there's a schedule.
Was there hold on? Was there a start date after the Masters, or did it just say start after the Masters?
Start after, like the week after the Masters.
But does it say the week after, or does it say after?
I don't know, man. I'm not on there anymore, and I'm stoned.
Well, I'm
What are
just
you-
saying.
What are you, my teacher?
No, hear me out, because I'm saying if they say after the Masters, then they can wait for the XFL schedule to come out, see when the XFL championship is, and then go the week fucking after that, just like the XFL is doing to the NFL. Which ideally would be the best bet for all 3 leagues. Yes.
Fair, but I just feel like the XFL is
Damn,
going
it'd
to
really be
dwarf the
year-round.
USFL.
Oh, I agree. I think
I mean,
when we go from the NFL to the XFL, it's gonna feel like watching like middle school. Like, remember when you were in high school and like you watched you watched varsity games and that was fun, right? And sometimes you get into the JV games because like your friends played. But then, like when you went to the middle school games, that's probably how the USL is gonna feel. I would think at that point.
It's going to have the same parameters for me as the USFL does. If I watch it week 1 and the football sucks and the broadcast is boring, I'm out.
You for the XFL?
Yeah. Same as with USFL. If I watch a game and the product is shit and it's not NFL professional level, because it's usually the Bears, so usually the product is shit.
I was say, bro, we're Bears fans. Yeah. Week 1 is shit.
But
so
I
will say, and as much as I like to beat the drum for the XFL, there was definitely not a shortage of that. Like, you had a few teams that were genuinely exciting to watch, like week in and week out, like the Battlehawks.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of a homer here and whatnot, but the Battlehawks actually had like a legitimate product. The Houston Roughnecks had a pretty good product. So I mean, there were a few teams out there that actually it was like worth tuning in, and the broadcast was phenomenal. The broadcast aspect of it,
I don't doubt that is going to be the case. They've got a lot of high level partners.
I was gonna say, I mean, The Rock is sports entertainment, y'all.
Yeah,
like.
Right.
It's going to be entertaining.
And I was going to say, I think that the 2020 XFL was a better product than the 2022 USFL.
And that was without question.
And that was without The Rock. Now you have The Rock, who is like, an A-list superstar, and they kind of have, sometimes, I know I'm probably butchering this, but they have some type of partnership with the NFL, to more or less kind of be like a pseudo G League to the NFL. So if none of that was in place in 2020, and that was a better product than what we saw out of the XFL this year, man, get ready. I just think that the XFL, in terms of spring football, I personally think that the XFL is going to dwarf the USFL.
I'm just happy to have something fill the void.
Yes.
Agreed.
Before the first couple of weeks of spring training, because I pay attention to spring training a lot. I pay attention more to spring training than the Cubs currently right now, but.
And you mean the players, not the current games?
Correct. Because yeah.
Also, fun fact, speaking of the USFL, so the Washington Commanders are signing former New Jersey Generals cornerback DeJuan Neal. So he goes from being a general to being a commander, and he has therefore gotten a demotion.
Probably true.
Wait, is that really how? I thought a commander would be higher up.
No. No.
I'm gonna trust Rick on this one. He's
I know, that's why I'm asking. I genuinely didn't know. I'm not arguing. I'm asking.
Yeah.
What's the ranking system?
So like generals are like generals, or in the Navy's case and in the Coast Guard's case, admirals. Those are the guys that you see like rocking like the stars and stuff. So a commander in the Navy, it rocks a silver oak leaf. So that then you have like, and that's at the 05 level. So then you go from commander to full bird captain, or other branches they call it colonel, and then you go into your
southern branches, colonel.
Yeah, you go into your 1, 2, 3, 4 star admirals or generals, depending on what branch you're in. So he goes from being a general to being a commander. So he's switching branches, going from the USFL to the NFL, and he gets a demotion.
That's probably fair, though.
Yeah.
Where does captain rank on this list?
I thought it was funny, and I know Ryan,
Crunch.
you're not part of this. You're not part of the league, but the fantasy league that Blake and I are part of, I have a really, really close friend of mine, my friend Nick. He is a diehard Washington Commanders fan. He's been he was a Redskins fan all growing up and whatnot. And they switched to the football team, and now they're the Commanders. And we were just, kind of joking about how terrible like their branding is. He was like, why don't they just take all of the names that they've ever used and combine them into one? Why not make them the Brave Redskin Football Team Commanders?
I like that.
I still think they should go back to the potato.
Yeah, like keep them the Redskins, but then just change the logo to a potato.
Like you said that, and I was like, that's gold, bro.
Yeah, think about it. Like if you get a sack on the opposing quarterback, that's a sack of potatoes. Pitch it off, to the running back, that's a hot potato. Sign Josh Gordon, that's a baked potato. You know what I'm saying?
The White Sox win again. Breaking news. That's 4 in a row.
Wow.
Keeping Tony La Russa hired as the head baseball coach there.
Just going to be a soundboard for the rest of the night.
It's Sox Twitter, man, is toxic.
Unhinged.
Like, it's bad. Like, literally, you'll see something that's like, the White Sox fucking suck. This team's awful. The very next day, it's like, we win. White Sox, we're back, bitches. It's like, y'all, just chill.
Bipolar.
Just chill. So we had all-star rosters announced for baseball. We're going to kind of switch a little bit. I know we were talking before the show, snubs, who didn't get snubbed, who should be there, et cetera. And then we're going to go through the Home Run Derby tournament, and I guess we're going to kind of pick who we think will win.
I have it pulled up on my screen now.
Perfect. So do you guys want to start with like rosters and snubs, or do you want to start with Home Run Derby stuff?
I don't actually care.
All right, Rick, you're the deciding vote then.
As to what? Whether we're going to go from like roster snubs or home run derby?
Yeah.
Let's go home run derby. Oh, no. I changed my mind. Let's go just straight to all-star snubs.
All-star snubs. So we'll start NL, since all of our clubs are NL clubs. Also, Rick, small plug here before we get into baseball. In case you needed a reason to pick Chicago, just letting you know, the most wins of all time, any team in the league, most wins of all time, just resides currently, hopefully not for long, at Soldier Field. So, and moving on to baseball. NL snubs.
Choose the Bears.
What? NL snubs.
All right, let's get into it. NL. I don't know, man.
I'm going to sound like a homer. But Nico should be there.
I think so too, but I think there's probably other dudes. That kid in the Braves, Austin Riley.
Okay, disclaimer: we are filming this on Friday. Like, we're talking about this on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Final rosters don't come out until Sunday after player votes and injuries. Correct? Is that right?
I think that's right. So some of these guys could maybe get on as a last guy. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Look at what Nico does, and I get it. Like, the game is changing to more offensive minded, but defensively, like, Nico is like,
I mean, he's like one of the best shortstops in the league right now.
Yes.
Way better than that Tim Anderson scrub. Just kidding, Tim Anderson. I love you.
He's good, but statistically speaking, right now, Nico is better.
That's true.
And I'm not trying to, like, throw fuel on a fire, but it's true. Like, I read an article. There was one that had Nico some defensive run saved, I think. Nico was like 4th for shortstops. TA was like 18. And Nico was like 5 overall. And TA was like 78.
He's a good one.
And again, I'm not knocking TA, but defensively, Nico trumps him. He's a better shortstop.
It's kind of weird that Freddie Freeman didn't get in.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I figured he would have, but... I mean, he's a Dodger. He's hitting over 300, like, playing Freddie Freeman ball.
I think that's the issue with the fan vote for the MLB.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not truly getting the best players as starters, right? Because I guess these are just the starters that we're talking about right now.
Right.
So it's not the best players as the starters, because like Manny Machado led votes for how long there, and he hasn't played a fucking inning all year. Like, what? You're gonna vote this dude into the All-Star game for the 2022 season, and he doesn't have an at bat?
Yeah, it's there has to be rules against that. I'm imagining.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
What if he would have won?
I don't think that's happened before. You know what I mean?
I just like what? I don't know. I mean, Padre fans are crazy. I guess they just want to vote for Manny, or not Manny Machado. I said Manny Machado. It's Tatis Jr.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
So, appreciate you.
What about Austin Riley from the Braves?
That's what I said. That kid, he's a third baseman down there.
Yeah. No, he's been killing it. I was actually reading up on him. So the kid actually has the most home runs at the third base. Excuse me, at the third base position, second at the position with 57 RBIs and second in total hits. But yet this kid's not an all-star.
Who got the start, Machado?
Good question.
We can get that up.
I think it's Machado. Which would make sense with Padres fans blowing up Tatis Jr.
Yeah.
You know.
So starters, because actually, you know what? No, Do you have any more snubs? Gotta talk about the biggest snub.
On NL or AL?
It's an AL player.
Well, we're not there yet, homie. Sorry, guys. I know it is weird tonight. I am not in my normal studio. I'm in this creepy cabin in the woods. So, don't mind the awesome wood paneling behind me.
You should see what's under the bed.
Yeah. The
Blake looks
awesome.
like he's on Omegle, getting ready to ask you to show him your wiener.
Like these creepy ass sheets, y'all. Like, I'm out of town for a disc event with the dogs, and it's like, cool.
They look comfortable as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go to sleep.
I mean, I'm gonna sleep like a baby because we've had some long ass days. We left St. Louis at 5:30 yesterday morning and played 10 rounds of disc yesterday.
Damn.
Wow.
All right.
I'm the only boy in this, or I'm the only dude in this fucking Airbnb. It's my wife and all of her friends.
Hot.
Yeah.
Temperature-wise.
Yes. And there's one bathroom.
Oof.
Yeah, it's awful.
God.
Anyways, all right, let's go through NL rosters.
That's ghoulish.
Or NL starters.
NL starters. I gotcha. Wilson, starting catcher. Paul Goldschmidt, first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Yeah, buddy. Goldie.
Old Miami boy. Second base. Manny Machado at third. Trey Turner short. Acuna outfield with Jock. Getting the all-star votes there. Mookie Betts. And then your DH is Bryce Harper. And then for the first time this year, they've got their legendary selection, which is awesome. Albert Pujols.
He's not a starter. Anyways.
Well, he's not a starter, but he's a legacy selection.
Did you say
Right.
Jack Peterson was the starter in the All-Star game?
Yes.
Good for him.
I paused there because I was like, hey, good for him.
I like Jock. Good for him.
The reserves, you got Darno, Pete Alonso, CJ Crone, who's having a pretty good year. Obviously, he's an all-star. Jeff McNeil, Nolan Arenado, Dansby Swanson, our boy Kyle Schwarber, Starling Marte, Chicago Cubs' own Ian Happ. Congratulations there. Juan
First
Soto.
one?
Yep. And William Contreras as well. So you got all-star brothers.
That's awesome.
That's
first
awesome.
time in a while, right? Like
Yeah.
First time.
Probably since, Giambi's?
Probably, yeah. So the Cubs have 2 All-Stars and the Cardinals have 2 All-Stars, eh?
Technically, the Cardinals have 3, if you count Pujols.
Pitch-
But
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to him.
Whoa, fuck that. I'm not.
But yet, if it was a Cub, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we have 3."
Exactly.
Hey, Rick, we're gonna go to the Cubs Cardinals Legends game. You want to come up for it?
Hell yeah.
It's in August.
It's in Springfield, Illinois.
That might be kind of tough, but we'll see.
We have an airport here.
Yeah.
Or you could fly to St. Louis and ride up with me. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Anyway, so after hearing that, I stand by the fact that I think Nico is a snub.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I
disagree with Trey Turner at starter. Do you think he's the best shortstop in the NL?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm looking up Dansby Swanson's stats. I mean, he's had a good year, 15, 293, 831 OPS. I don't know what Nico's is. I can pull it up. If you give me a minute. Jeez.
Who's the reserve catcher for
the All-Star team?
Yeah, for the NL.
Travis D'Arnaud, and then obviously William Contreras could catch as well. Nico's hitting 308, but has a 772 OPS and 5 home runs. So I mean, like, Dansby is having a better offensive year, because I don't think average matters as much as OPS.
Sure.
You know, Nico might be the better defensive guy between all 3 of them, but I don't know. I don't see that one as much of a snub, as much as I'd like to.
So NL snub, you just have Austin Riley.
I mean, he's really the only big one I can think of. Who else got snubbed? I guess pitcher-wise, Carlos Rodon.
I would agree.
Having a good year. I don't know. Maybe a reliever probably got snubbed. I don't know. I don't care about relievers.
Yeah.
But I was pulling up Trey Turner's numbers, by the way, too.
Yeah, pull those up.
304, 831 OPS with 12 home runs. So he's got I mean, between all 3 of those guys are all pretty close. I think for me personally, because he is a Cub and he does have a better glove than the other 2, I would go Nico. Should be an all-star, but I don't see it as much of a snub. But I want to talk about the snub of all snubs.
All right, Ryan, I'll let you go to fucking AL. Let's go to AL.
I think that Dylan Cease should be a goddamn all-star. 133 strikeouts in 92
why do you think
innings.
He's not?
I have no idea. It's got to be because I don't think pitchers are generally not selected by fans, right?
I don't know.
I thought that was like through player or GM votes.
Maybe you're right, because on the ballot, like the fan ballot, there is no pitchers.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a shame that we don't have Rob here right now.
I know we were going to not do it, but I couldn't because I'm so pissed off about it, because I think it's probably one of the worst snubs in a long time.
The bad
I agree.
For sure. So I mean, I guess I just can't understand. Like, Rob sent that picture the other day with like comparing stats and shit, and like Dylan beat both of the guys and like was like 20 stats or something.
I'm gonna look up his record. Maybe it was his record. Maybe it's his mustache.
Maybe.
I'd hate to see it, but I mean that's not a good mustache, man.
Yeah, it's like 70s porn star. Like, that is the kind of
that's a big old broom
that I would grow if I lived in this room that I'm currently filming in.
And you'd have a little bit of a draw. Little country draw. You know, go on down by the creek. Get you washed up. Dylan Cease is 8-4. But again, .230 ERA, 142 strikeouts. It's a huge snub. Big old stinking snub.
I guess if you are listening to the show or watch the show and you can think of a reason as to why Dylan would be snubbed, let us know, because I mean, it's
it's a mystery.
Yeah, it's weird. So go through AL starters.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know why you would close it. You knew we were heading there.
I know, but it was an accident. I accidentally closed it.
Fuck.
I'm a big dummy. Here we go. Alejandro Kirk, Vladdy, Jose Altuve, Devers, Anderson, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Giancarlo, and Shohei Ohtani. Legacy selection is Miguel Cabrera. You got Jose Trevino, Luis Arraez. Probably destroyed that. That was awful. Andres Jimenez, Jose Ramirez, Xander Bogaerts, Corey Seager, Byron Buxton, Kyle Tucker, George Springer, Benintendi, Julio Rodriguez, Yordan Alvarez, and J.D. Martinez are your reserves. You know, I have not paid much. I don't have an AL team.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to choose an AL team, I would choose probably Kansas City, maybe the White Sox.
The fuck?
What?
Either of those teams? What?
I lived in Kansas City for a period, and Chicago. It's my state.
My AL team, if I had to pick one, would either be the Texas
Mariners.
Rangers. Well, yeah, the Mariners or the Texas Rangers.
I do love the Mariners too.
I grew up, you know, I'm born in St. Louis. You know, pretty much St. Louis everything. But I did grow up quite a bit of my childhood and even early adulthood in Texas. So I went to quite a few Texas Rangers games. So it would either be the Seattle Mariners or the Texas Rangers for me.
Rick, did I tell you that my parents were at Nolan's last no-hitter?
You did not? That's pretty
That's
dope.
cool as shit.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, they were at his last no-hitter he ever threw.
Wow.
Damn, that's cool. All right, home run derby.
Yeah, let's go through this because this will be fun.
All right, I'm going to go through the first brackets. So there's 8 players, 2 versus 2, or 1 versus 1.
Yep.
So we'll start. I want to start a weird way because I want to talk about the last one the most. Juan Soto and Jose Ramirez. Who do you pick?
I got Soto.
Yeah, same.
Soto.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, we could see you shaking your head, but we can't hear you. This is
he-
still an audio experience.
Yeah.
He's down there playing. What was he playing? What was that dungeon running game? Temple Run?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Rangers, Corey Seager versus Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, speaking of the Rangers and Mariners.
Rodriguez.
Right, exactly. I'm going to go Seager.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just feel like he's going to have a better chance in that ballpark. Pete Alonso versus... oh, wait, Rick.
Hey, where's the... This is in... Where's
Dodger
this going
Stadium.
down? L.A.? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm going to go Rodriguez that one as well.
All right, so I got the one differing vote on that. Pete Alonso versus Ronald Acuna Jr.
Alonso?
You got to go with Alonso if you like.
How do you not go with the back-to-back champ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pete
I mean,
Alonso.
he's just got a swing that's built for this.
Yeah.
And then finally, Schwarber versus Pujols. I think the Schwar machine's gonna destroy.
No,
all right.
All joking aside, yeah,
but
obviously, like Father Time is taking its toll.
It is. I mean, and it's set up as Schwarber's the 1, Pujols is the 8.
Yeah.
So but it will be cool. It's going to be like watching a dinosaur eat another dinosaur right before the meteor hit.
Yeah.
Or asteroid.
Can y'all fucking imagine if that old motherfucker wins the goddamn Derby?
I'm gonna fucking. I will flip my shit. It'll be fucking awesome.
If he beats Schwarber, I'll root for him the rest of the way. I hate the Cardinals, but if he beats Schwarber, I'll pull for him.
Yeah.
The rest of the tournament.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what though, like, and obviously, like, he's nowhere near even the same neighborhood of his prime anymore. But I'll tell you what, like, as much as can be expected, I'm not saying he's just this otherworldly player anymore, but it does seem like he has a little more pop in his bat, this season back with the Cardinals than what he did back with the Angels. Like,
how many home runs does he have this year? 7?
Good question. Let's see here. Albert Pujols stats.
I think the thing that's going to hurt him is endurance.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and that's that old ass back. 52 years old. I'm 36 and my back hurts.
Yeah.
So are we all thinking Schwarber there, or
Schwarber? Yeah. If I had to put money on it, then Schwarber. But I'm definitely going to be rooting like hell for Pujols.
I'm gonna put money on it.
Is Alonso the 2?
Yeah.
That's funny that Schwarber took the 1.
I think that if Soto can get past, I still think it'll be Schwarber in that bracket. But I think if Jose Ramirez can actually get over on Soto, I think that Schwarber has a chance to lose there.
So who is your overall winner?
Alonso.
Oh, you think he goes three in a row, huh?
Yeah, I just think his swing is built perfectly for it.
Rick, who you got?
It's between either Schwarber or Alonso for me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Schwarber.
I'm going Schwarber as well.
Are you?
I am.
Yeah. So my theory.
Alonso's a righty though, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's got that short perch there and left.
Yep.
So I think that'll help him. Which I think why Pujols might have a chance to upset Schwarber because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that.
There's definitely a greater than 0% chance that Albert Pujols pulls a rabbit out of his ass and beats Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah. Hey, he's got the stadium on his side. But it's just my theory with a lot of these guys is I feel like they change their swing when it comes to Derby time. But I think Alonso, his swing is already geared towards that, towards doing well in a Derby. That's why he's done so well the last 2 years, is because he's not in his head thinking about trying to do anything special. It's just he's going up there doing what his swing lets him do.
Well, and I guess talking that through, I mean, like Schwarber, this is his first one, right? So he doesn't really know what to expect, whereas Alonso's like been there, done that. Like it's not routine, but it's closer to routine. I could see it. I'm pulling for Schwarbs though, so I'm going Schwarber still.
I'm pulling for Pujols, but I'm gonna bet on Schwarber.
Dude, I'm telling you, if Pujols beats Schwarber, I will pull for Pujols the rest of the fucking thing.
Yeah, I have no problem matching you there.
Kevin Durant still has not been traded.
Nope, I don't think he will be.
You don't think so?
I don't think so at this point. They're asking so much for him.
Well, yeah. Does Kyrie end up a Laker?
I don't know. I think he goes to like Phoenix or something.
Maybe.
Maybe. Again, back to the desert of sports. We have the All-Star game, and then it's back to just baseball, Hockey's over, basketball's over.
Yeah, but training camp should be starting here in
I know, it's just a couple of weeks. It's just a small desert.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We do have some legal stuff we could get into. MLB settled with the versus the minor league players, settled and agreed to pay $185 million over minimum wage and overtime allegations. So the MLB is settling, and I guess it was a federal class action lawsuit filed by minor league players.
For what?
Who sought pay for minimum wage and overtime violations by teams. So it's a good chunk going back to them. I don't know. It's thousands of players will be eligible, so it could be not a lot.
That's cool though.
Yeah. And then
I saw the Texans. Did you?
I was hoping to be able to speak on this.
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Go
that
ahead.
was my next thing.
So the Houston Texans reach confidential settlements with the 30 women who have made or intended to make claims against the organization for allegedly enabling former quarterback Deshaun Watson's behavior during massage therapy sessions. Part of the ownership group there, Janice McNair, came out and basically said that, we are deeply shocked and saddened when we first learned of the allegations against our then franchise quarterback in March 2021. Although our organization did not have any knowledge of
Bullshit.
Although our organization did not have any knowledge of Deshaun Watson's alleged misconduct, we have intentionally chosen to resolve this matter amicably. This is not an admission of any wrongdoing, but instead a clear stand against any form of sexual assault and misconduct.
We got more money than God, and we're going to pay these women off so we don't have to talk about this no more.
That's exactly it. I don't know how you can stand there and say anything else.
That's the standard rich person settlement bullshit.
And this is what pisses me off, man. Completely separate and, whatever. But I bought tickets from the base for the Texans Jaguars game, intending to go as a Texans fan. But damn, there's nothing about this organization that I can get behind, at all. Whatsoever.
Is it going to be weird for you to wear a Jacksonville Jaguars jersey that day?
I don't know, man. It's and
I think even if you don't go as a even if the poll turns out that you're not a Jacksonville fan, I think for that divisional game you have to be a Jags fan.
By the way, Janice McNair, net worth $4.2 billion.
Right.
This ain't shit.
It's just
she's also 85, so she will be dying soon. I'm sure.
There's nothing. I mean, that whole organization is just an absolute dumpster fire. Cal McNair has absolutely no business owning an NFL franchise. He knows absolutely nothing about football. Just has no business. Basically, he surrounded himself with a bunch of his buddies. You look. I always keep pounding the drum about Jack Easterby, who was
we're Bears
the
fans.
Patriots. Jack Easterby was the Patriots chaplain, but now he is somehow the vice president of football operations. And then they were flirting or whatever with Nick Caserio from afar, and then the Patriots, threatened legal action, for tampering or whatever whenever he was still working for them. And then now look, the dude is their GM. Jack Easterby is still in the building. They gave all this power to Bill O'Brien, when that was a good old boy.
To destroy the team's draft.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the time, that was, I'm sure Cal McNair, Bob seems like a pretty smart guy. So, yeah, whatever he says, sure, we should just make him. He doesn't know shit, about running a franchise like that. And you said, Bill O'Brien has ruined that organization. Take away the Deshaun Watson shit, and everything that comes with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying ignore that, but just for this specific example, let's set that aside for a second. He has ruined that franchise for years to come. Years. I mean, starting with the trade,
Hopkins.
Well, no, even earlier than that.
Oh, the Clowney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For I think what was it, like a third or a fourth round pick or something like
Nothing.
that. Yeah. And then
Gum.
trades and I'm not so sure if I believe this anymore, but at least at the time, who I believe to be hands down the best wide receiver in the league, for a pack of chewing gum and a washed up David Johnson. It was like a fourth or a fifth round pick and David Johnson.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
And we traded, and the Texans traded. They traded away, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in the comments or maybe one of you guys, let me know if I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, the Texans traded away a second round pick and DeAndre Hopkins in exchange for David Johnson and a fourth round pick.
Ryan's Googling, I can see his face.
Yeah.
I can see he got that little shit-eating grin on his face. Ryan's Googling it.
No, my shit-eating grin is because I was using my mouse pointer on your nipple.
My memory might be just a hair off on
my
that.
nipple?
Yeah.
My memory may just be a hair off on that. But I know it was, I mean, even if it was a 1-for-1, David Johnson for DeAndre Hopkins, terrible trade.
Yeah.
But I want to say there was some craziness like that with draft picks where, like, the Texans gave away, I think they may have, like, swapped fourth-round picks or something.
DeAndre Hopkins and a fourth-round pick for David Johnson and a second-round pick.
Okay. So I got the two. Either way, like, they should have, at a minimum, gotten, like, a first-round pick, if not multiple first-round picks for DeAndre Hopkins.
I would agree with you at that time.
Yeah, at that time, like, and I'm not so sure, like, he got hurt. He was hurt last year, but it's not as like when he was healthy, like to start the year.
I think
dude was picking right back up where he left off.
I think he's very comparable to what Kansas City should have gotten, like what Kansas City got for Tyreek.
Oh yeah,
it's probably what Houston should have asked for.
But absolutely not, because Bill O'Brien was getting into a pissing match with DeAndre Hopkins because he didn't like that DeAndre Hopkins didn't always show up to practice. So when he did, like, his baby mama was there or whatever. Like, dude, he was, at least at that time, the best wide receiver in the league.
Your fucking alpha dog.
Yeah.
Right. He doesn't have to be at every practice. Like, the dude produces on the field.
Think about this for a split second. If Bob wouldn't have fucked up that trade, Houston would have 72 first-round picks in the next 4 drafts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they could have been really fucking good for a really fucking long time.
Yep.
Because of 2 players, but because the franchise is a shit show. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm with you, Rick.
Cal McNair needs to sell that team. He has no business being an NFL owner whatsoever.
No. He's set to inherit $4.2 billion from old mama.
Yeah.
So, who still is the principal shareholder.
He's not one of 9 like Georgie.
Like
boy.
they don't give a shit about like the Nick Caserio, and I will give Nick Caserio this. I think that in light of everything, that has happened with the Texans with the whole Deshaun Watson situation, I think that Nick Caserio has made some pretty okay moves, in his short time as a GM. I think that they drafted pretty okay.
I mean,
under his watch.
He orchestrated the Deshaun Watson trade, right?
I mean, yeah, but by that point, like Deshaun, like it was a moot point. Like he was trying to, like, Deshaun had already decided, like, before really Nick Caserio had a chance to set up his office.
I'm saying Nick did a good job on that trade.
Oh yeah, the Texans got a haul.
The league knew that Deshaun Watson was done with your organization. The league knew that Deshaun Watson was never going to strap up on your helmet again. So he lost a lot of negotiation power. So the fact that he was able to pull his dick out, put it on the table, and say, "Hey, Cleveland, suck it, and then give me all this, and a pack of gum because I fucking want it."
You know what? It's great. It's almost a complete 180 from the Baker Mayfield situation, where the league knew that, like, hey, you're screwed. And they not only had to pay, like, the majority of his salary, but what was it?
That's a pretty fair comparison.
If I'm a GM, I am fucking just throwing trade offers their way, like the worst ones too, because at this point, yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some of those cornerbacks. I'm trying to get Kareem Hunt on my, you know what I mean? Like
Kareem Hunt's definitely getting dealt for a 3.
Yeah, you know, just throw shit at him because obviously you can bully that GM around for those trades.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of is remember Draft Day, the movie Draft Day with Kevin Costner? Is it Kevin Costner?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, what's the line? He says something like, and give me. Oh, what does he say?
A back massage.
No, Deshaun Watson. He asked for like a punt
finger
return.
in my butt.
No, he asked for like a punt return, and the guy's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because I goddamn said so, or because I goddamn want him, or something."
Jesus.
Like, I need to watch that movie because that's a really good movie.
I do love me a good Kevin Costner flick.
To Nick Casario's credit, though, you know, kind of getting back on that. He's done well. Obviously, he was handed a shit show
that,
you know, Bill O'Brien left behind for him. So I think in that regard, I still think, you know, he was another. It seems like the Texans have done at least, you know, maybe up until Nick Caserio took over as GM, but the Texans for the longest time, it's like they were trying everything in their power to be the Patriots. They had all these Patriots cast-offs, and they were like trying to model their team after the Patriots. And they were trying to.
Cal McNair looking and going, "Oh, the Patriots are good. Let's just try to buy them."
Well, even before Cal McNair took over for his dad after his dad passed away, like Bill O'Brien was trying his damnedest. Like though he was
very sorry for the sneezes.
You should be.
All good.
But like they were just trying to be like the Patriots light, and I hated that they brought in Nick Caserio because they were kind of like already talking to him about becoming the GM when he was still under contract. I forget what his position was, like, you know, the president of football or whatever that he was for the Patriots, you know, director of player personnel or whatever the hell he was with the Patriots. They were already, you know, kind of flirting with him before the Patriots threatened legal action, you know, for tampering and whatnot. But as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, here we go again, like another Patriots cast off. You got Jack Easterby in there, another old Patriot buddy, Chaplin that suddenly rose to the ranks. But, you know, I'll give Jack Easterby this much. Like, though I can't stand the guy, that guy is a cerebral assassin. The way he was able to climb up the ranks of the Texans and get Bill O'Brien's ass fired. I mean, he also, a lot of that's self-inflicted too, but I think that Bill O'Brien was power hungry. Jack Easterby was power hungry. In the end, Jack Easterby put his nuts on the table a little bit harder. And they gave, well, in addition to just the terrible product on the field, I mean, you are one game away from hosting the AFC Championship. You are up 24-0 over the Kansas City Chiefs. 24-0. And they put up, what was it, like 40 unanswered points on them after that?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So, yeah, certainly, like, Bill O'Brien is not without his faults, but Jack Easterby, like, how do you go from being a chaplain to, like, the second guy in charge there?
Although those helmets are pretty cool. They're rocking this year. They're rocking that, like, special edition helmet. I don't know if you saw it in the group chat that I sent. It's pretty cool.
Anyway.
But breaking news, I don't know if you saw this or not. Kershaw's got a perfect game going.
Ooh.
He's through 7. He's at 71 pitches.
Damn.
And through 7.
All right. Bottom of the 8th. You're down 9-0. And it's Clayton Kershaw pitching against you. Do you just let him have it?
No.
Keep in mind, your team is 39-51.
I don't give a fuck. There's no way. There's no way.
No?
There's the competitor in me? No way.
Maybe I'm just too chill right now because of the weed. I'd be like, right now, I'd just be like, all right, man, you deserve it.
Think about it. No.
There's still 2 innings left.
Dude, you're going into history books on the wrong fucking side.
I don't know. I don't remember all the teams people have thrown no-hitters against or perfect games against.
You're going to remember that one.
Maybe. I
say let him have it, but not in the same way that Ryan is saying let him have it. I say let him have it in that, like, throw the bat at his face. Because I hate the Dodgers.
Perfect game over.
Is it over?
Yep.
Well, I guess
we jinxed it because literally,
good.
Literally, they just got a hit.
That's funny.
Follow live. Clayton Kershaw loses perfect game and no hitter.
Well, glad we could bring current news to our listeners and our followers out there. We appreciate it.
Twice.
In real time.
Yeah, in real time.
Yeah.
So let's wrap this up since we get out of here this evening. Anything fun this weekend, boys?
No.
Not really. Got some car
opposite
maintenance
of
and stuff
fun.
going on.
I'm painting.
Like Bob Ross or like house, like windows
House.
or walls?
Walls. Typically not windows. Walls
Finger paintings.
You could
and
paint windows.
ceiling.
Hold on. You could paint windows. It's called stained glass.
That you don't paint that. That is
What?
colored glass that you like solder together. Do you know how that works?
No, I'll have to YouTube it because I ain't got time for that shit tonight.
So Ryan's doing finger paintings.
Yes.
I've got really nothing. There's some issues in my wife's car. I got to figure out what's going on. But
She probably got Gator in there.
I'm going to be watching the Sharks game tomorrow to kind of, further study the team and whatnot, just so I know what the hell I'm talking about whenever I join these guys in the booth next Saturday.
Are you going to the game or are you watching
I'm
it?
going to be up in the booth with them.
Oh, nice.
No, it's next Saturday. They play tomorrow against the San Antonio Gunslingers in San Antonio.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it is a cool name. But I think that overall of the
NFL would ban
current teams in the National Arena League, I think that I think the Sharks have the best overall branding scheme, with the Carolina Cobras being just a hair behind them, because I like their uniforms, but I think that the Sharks have the combination of a pretty badass looking logo and pretty badass looking uniforms.
Are the Cobras black and like neon green?
No, so they have like this really cool, it's like black and like silver with just a tiny hint of red. That's actually pretty cool looking.
Clean. I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
all it makes me think of is the dodgeball team, the Cobras.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be man. Oh my God! Did you guys see that chicken tenderloin I had today from the food truck?
I did.
That looked like you got like a chicken fried steak and someone like just grabbed a random bun.
That's how we do it in the Midwest, buddy.
I ordered it and like my wife got her burger and it was like it was plump, it was juicy. I was like, God damn, I fucked up.
I'm so hungry.
I was like, I fucked up. I got the wrong thing. And then the dude was like, all right, your chicken tenderloin or your breaded tenderloin's coming. And he like hands me this plate, dude. And it's like, for those of you, I'll post a video on my Facebook for those of you that didn't see it. It's literally this big with the bun being this big.
It was chicken?
Yeah, it was a breaded tenderloin.
I like the pork tenderloins.
You had a chicken
like that.
fried steak on a bun.
Well, true. And then they had cheese curds. Oh, fried cheese, baby. Oh, man.
Be still my heart, and not just because of the
because of the cow.
Yeah.
What was I gonna? I was gonna say calories, but I meant cholesterol.
Yeah, like
Jesus.
clogged arteries. That's what I was looking for. Not just because of the clogged arteries.
Oh, so yeah, I'll be at the disc field all weekend, and then got that fun drive home Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
So all right,
I'm
y'all.
painting inside of a house. I don't want to hear about your fun drive. Doing the worst imaginable house job. Painting.
That is true.
I hate it.
That is true.
Pray for me.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for checking out the BAM Sports Show. Don't forget our merch store is live. You can check it out on our website. It'll also be in the description on this video. As always, we greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's Friday, so that's even better, hanging out with us on Friday. Hopefully you're drinking, shotgunning a beer or two. I think we should start a shotgun segment on Fridays.
I'll shotgun some water.
Like, no, what we should make you shotgun is one of those nitro Pepsis.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, I would vomit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd vomit.
We'll go viral. We'll do it.
Look like a fucking volcano of puke.
It has to be like fresh out of the fridge too. None of this like lukewarm shit that's just like chilling in the box, like in the. So
with those nitro Pepsis, they are a larger can. They're a lot smoother, but also you have to. It says you have to pour it in a glass so the nitrogen activates. So if I try to just chug it, like shotgun it out of the can, it might just be syrup nastiness.
Or when you pop the thing and you go to pop the top, all the nitro's in the bottom and all the nitro just hits you in the head at one time.
Oh, yeah, and then I die. That'd be cool. That'd be viral then.
I mean, we would go viral.
Yeah, we'd go viral.
Oh, shit. All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you back on Tuesday. Big announcement, actually, before I forget. Tuesday, July 26th. Funny Man is joining us. He'll be hanging out with us, talking about some SEC college football. If you don't know who Funny Man is, make sure you check him out on YouTube. I'll make sure I drop some of his social media links on our page. Check those out, guys. We will see you back on Tuesday. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you then. See you guys.
Later.